Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially 2026, and we all know this. And we know that Nintendo kind of mapped out a few Super Mario things that are coming this year, but I don't think that's all of it, or even close to all of it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I expect to see from the Super Mario franchise in 2026, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So we got the Mario 40th Anniversary miniature direct. I'll be honest, kind of lackluster, a little underwhelming, definitely not as cool as the 35th anniversary, but I almost think that was by design, and I think that's just like the bare minimum of what's coming this year. So we're going to talk about my expectations and the things I think we could truly see in 2026. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep the communities growing. That would also mean the world to me. And let's go ahead and get right into this one. So everything we're going to talk about is in order of like when I expect to see it, right? Starting the beginning of 2026 and then going into the year. So the first thing that is coming this year, which I feel like almost every single person forgot about, is Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Like, don't get me wrong, it is cool, or at least cool adjacent, but it's definitely not needed. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a phenomenal game. I actually just bought a new copy of this like a week before they announced this, so I'm definitely going to wait to play that Switch 2 edition, but I think the whole Switch 2 edition is themed around multiplayer or something like that. Like, to be honest, they should have just added a bunch of new levels, maybe a few more characters, which I do think they're adding Rosalina, and Nintendo accidentally leaked that themselves, some more Wonder Flower stuff, but that's really it, you know what I mean? And the fact this is probably going to be like 70 or 80 bucks, that is just crazy. So this is cool, but definitely like the bottom tier of cool. Now in April, we have the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I am very excited for this. I think the first movie was great. I don't think it was amazing. It wasn't a masterpiece, but I think it was great. So if this one is just a little bit better, which it's looking like it is going to be better, I think we're in for a good time. Now we got Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 themed around this to hype us up. Funny enough, I'm actually playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the very first time. I'm nearing the end of it. I think I have like 65 stars. And yeah, it's way freaking harder than Super Mario Galaxy. I beat Galaxy 3 different times. This is my first time playing Galaxy 2. Some of the levels truly make me want to rage quit, but it's really fun. And I've said it before, but normally I don't feel like games need direct sequels if they're good. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 kind of feel like one and the same. It doesn't feel like a direct sequel, but I do have this weird feeling that there's going to be something else Galaxy related. Super Mario Universe, Super Mario Cosmos, Super Mario something that is themed around Rosalina. I also think we're going to get a Rosalina spin-off game, but I'm not going to include that in this video. I'm just talking about like strictly Mario stuff right now. But yeah, Galaxy 3, but maybe not titled Galaxy 3. I think there is so many things they could do with the whole space thing. And I'm kind of an expert on space currently. I just watched Interstellar last night for the first time ever. I actually cried a little bit. Kind of emotional. Very good movie. Insane concepts. So now I just feel like I know everything about space. So another space-themed Mario game would be incredible. Just more Galaxy, I guess. But with cooler levels, super weird and unique power-ups. Maybe they bring the Wonder Flower over to that. That's something I think is definitely going to happen. Now, if it isn't that directly, I still think we see the next 3D Mario game, but I have a weird feeling that even if it gets shown off this year, that it won't launch until the end of the year, like it would be the holiday system seller, or the beginning of 2027. Maybe. I just feel like even though they could show it off or give us a name, I think Nintendo's going to do a little bit of experimental stuff this first year. Maybe they don't have the strongest sales like they did with the Switch, even though the Switch 2 is dominating what the Switch did. I still think they're going to be weird and wacky and put out stuff that we don't expect. And they know they have that big 3D Mario game at any time that will come out and sell 30 million copies and sell 10 million Switch 2s. So why not just keep that in their back pocket and pull it out when they need it? You know what I mean? Now, something they need to do and soon, and if they don't do it in this next Nintendo Direct, at this point, it's like, do you even care? And I'm talking about we need a substantial something or another in Mario Kart World. We need some DLC with a couple new courses, and we need some more characters. I know they said, look, we're going to keep it in the Mario universe, and I get that, and there's a lot of stuff they could still do, but the fact they didn't do any kind of like crossover for Donkey Kong Bonanza, that was just a huge missed opportunity, and if they were to do it now, it wouldn't have the same kind of impact. But we need some kind of new characters, some kind of new courses, maybe even another multiplayer like battle mode or some kind of online tournaments or something. But it's like you have this huge, massive, biggest Mario Kart World game of all time, the game you launched your console with, and it seems like you forgot about it. Now I can't lie and say they haven't done some pretty big updates as far as some stuff we nitpicked and some stuff that didn't make sense internally, but nothing to make you go, you know what, I'm going to go back and play Mario Kart World now. I loved Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was one of my favorite games I ever played, and I probably put like 200 hours into it total. I have played 6 hours of Mario Kart World, and I have not touched it since probably July. So it's something I need to go back and play just so I can get re-familiar with it, but they have to do something soon. Now another game I'm expecting to get in the summer, and it's not like we don't know about this game already, but we need Super Mario Sunshine on Nintendo Online. Just for the sake, it's my favorite Mario game of all time, and I just want to play it again, and I'm not buying 3D All-Stars for like $400 million. So Nintendo, you need to go ahead and get on that right away, or I'm going to have to start writing some angry letters, and you don't want me to do that, but I will get it done if push comes to shove. If you've never played Mario Sunshine, it's amazing. My favorite location in the Mario game, my favorite music, some of the best levels. It's a little polarizing because people don't like the controls, but I actually really enjoy them. And, the GameCube is my favorite home console ever, and all my favorite entries come from the GameCube, like Wind Waker, Double Dash, Sunshine, that Animal Crossing, other stuff that I'm forgetting. But I just think it was so damn fun. And, a lot of people don't like it, and that is okay, but we need that, so that would make perfect sense for the summer. Now a game I just have a very strong feeling that is coming this year, and it could come in two ways, and I hope it doesn't come in one way, but we need a new Super Mario Maker game. The other way that we could get this is Super Mario Maker 2, like Switch 2 version, or they can combine Mario Maker 1 and 2 in a package and sell it. But let's just get that out of there. I don't want that at all. Please don't do that. But now that we have proper mouse controls, what better game to utilize them? Super Mario Maker 3. I think Super Mario Maker 2 was an extremely underrated game, very well made. A lot of people thought it's just you only make courses, but there was an actual story mode as well. So if they can make a better story mode with I don't even know how they can improve like the Mario Maker aspect of it. I guess they could just add stuff from some of the newer games, but I think it would be extremely fun to use mouse controls. And it is January. I have yet to use mouse controls in any game at all because I just don't care. I think I would truly love to use mouse controls in Super Mario Maker 3. So I just have a really strong feeling this game shows up this year in a random Nintendo Direct. I don't think there's going to be a lot of build up for it or any hints or anything. I don't even think it would be like the last game in a Direct. I just think we're going to be watching it and then randomly they cover this for 30 seconds and move on. I know I said I was putting these in order, but I forgot to talk about Mario Tennis Fever coming next month. I'm going to give this game a chance. I think it's going to be the best tennis game yet. I don't think the one on the Switch was bad. It was just kind of there. But I think this one is going to be pretty fun. I'm not happy about it being $70. I know they said there's going to be variable pricing. In my opinion, all the Mario sports games should be $50. But it is what it is. $60 would have been better, but this one is going to be $70. So Nintendo needs to knock this one out of the park or knock it out of the tennis court, because you really need to make me feel like it is worth $70, or I will not be spending $70 on the next Mario sports game. They do kind of have me sold already on it though, not because of the gameplay or all the cool courses, but strictly for Baby Waluigi. So, I'll pay $70 just for that. But I am excited. I am ready to play this. But is it going to be a game you play around for a few hours, put it down, and then pick up like once every 4 or 5 months? Or is there going to be some actual depth to it to make you want to keep playing it? And they're going to keep adding stuff to it and doing all these fun challenges. If we're basing it off what they did in Mario Kart World, I don't know. Now, there are millions of other Super Mario possibilities, right? Some remakes I think we could get, some really cool 2D stuff, maybe some new stuff with Mario and Rabbids. There's a bunch of stuff that we could get and will get, but these are all things I think that could truly show up in 2026. And sometimes it's like, really? That much stuff? It's Mario, dude. There's a new Mario game or Mario adjacent game coming every 3 or 4 months, right? So, yeah, I truly think everything we mentioned in this video will show up in 2026. But, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So, in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what Mario games you would like, and what do you think we'll get in 2026? Just let me know. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I just gotta say, thank you guys so much for the support. It really means the world to me. So hit a like and subscribe on the way out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep the communities growing. And you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.